What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, and welcome back to another episode. Today, we're going to talk about how your mind changes your reality. We're going to talk about how it changes your reality, and in some situations, it literally changes your body. And before I get started, I just want to say that all the things we're going to discuss are based on science. I'm not just making stuff up or giving you my opinion on what I think sounds good. I always want to make sure I give you the things and ideas that are based on facts. And today we're going to be talking about a few things I found from a woman named Allie Crum. And she's a professor of psychology at Stanford and director of the Mind Body Lab. And she did some studies that we're going to talk about that's based off people's minds and how the way they think actually changed their reality. Things in their lives changed based off of what they had going on in their brain. So we're going to be talking about the placebo effect as well as something that's called the nocebo effect and how both of these things change your reality as well. So first, let me give you a few studies that show you some facts as to how the way you think will actually change your body's response. So there was this study done where people were given a milkshake, and they would study these people's physiological response to the milkshake. And they gave them, quote unquote, 2 different kinds of milkshakes. One of them was a quote unquote high fat, high calorie milkshake. And the other one was supposedly a more healthy and low calorie milkshake. And in reality, it was the same damn shake. No difference at all. Same shake in week 1, same shake in week 2. And simply based on what they told them, they had a physiological response to it. So what they did is after they gave them the shake, they would draw their blood and study it. And check this out. They found that the ghrelin response, and the ghrelin is the chemical that makes you feel hungry. They found that the ghrelin response in their blood after they had what they thought was a high fat, high calorie shake dropped 3 times more than with the other shake. Basically, their bodies responded as if they had consumed more food, as if they actually consumed more fat and more calories, even though it was the same damn shake. And that shows you right there, it wasn't the shake at all. It was what was in their minds that made this change. Now, this don't mean that you can eat fried chicken and pizza and cheese curds every day and tell yourself it's healthy and it's salad. That ain't gonna work. Sorry to tell you that. But it just shows you that what they thought literally changed their body's physiology. Another study they did, it was a study based on exercise and how much exercise you should be getting a day. And they thought about what jobs do people have where they might not realize they're getting a decent amount of exercise in based on their job duties. And at that time the study was done, the Surgeon General says that the minimum or healthy amount of exercise per day was 30 minutes. 30 minutes of exercise to be healthy. And they found a group of hotel housekeepers. And if you think about that job of a housekeeper, they're on their feet all day, up and down stairs, they're cleaning, lifting sheets and throwing them in the washing machine, more than 30 minutes of exercise a day, right? And they did this study and they asked this group of housekeepers how much exercise a day do they think they're getting in? How physical do you think you are? How well do you think you take care of yourself? And on average, these women rated themselves as a 3. So what happened is they separated them, and they took one group of women in a room and told them that the Surgeon General recommends 30 minutes of exercise a day to be healthy, and told them that they're doing way more than what they think they're doing. They're actually taking really good care of their bodies, that the work they do is keeping them healthy. And they followed up with both groups after a few months down the road. And the group they told this to not only lost weight, but their blood pressure dropped by an average of 10 points. 10 points. And they also rated that they felt better about their bodies and better about their work. And none of them reported any differences in their diet or their workout routine. So what was the difference? What they thought. Their thoughts. The way they thought about their situation and their job. Now think about that for a second. They were able to lose weight, drop their blood pressure, feel better about their work, and didn't report any changes in diet or exercise. It was the way they viewed things that gave their bodies a physiological response. And no, you can't just sit on the couch and say, yep, I'm burning calories right now. Obviously. But really what this comes down to, what this is, which is so fascinating to me, is the placebo effect. And I'm sure most of you know what that is, but I'll explain it real quick. It's when, let's say, they have a new drug and they'll give half the group the real drug, half the group a sugar pill, which should do absolutely nothing. But the people who get the sugar pill, they don't know it's fake. And they think, hey, this new drug is going to cure my illness. And then the sugar pill really cures them. But it's not the sugar and it's not the pill. It's the fact that they actually think they're being cured. And through the thinking, that's what's curing them. They actually cure themselves. And the placebo effect is actually required when introducing a new drug. And the even crazier part of it all is 33% of all medical healings are a placebo effect. People think that they're healed and they are healed 33% of the fucking time. And that's crazy to me. And I don't know why more people don't talk about this, because just by thinking you're healed can heal you. Just the thought of it. And so what we have to do is think about this and ask yourself, okay, if I can think myself to be healed, can I also think myself into sickness? And you already know what that answer is. Hell to the yes. So when people take a new drug and the doctor tells them about the potential negative side effects, you better believe that those people are more likely to experience those side effects. And listen to this. People who think they have a fever have a 3-degree jump in their temperature on average. Bruh, think about that. Now, that's a study that was done. The people who think they have a fever, on average, they have a 3-degree jump in their temperature. You can literally give yourself a higher temperature just because you think of it. Physiological effects. What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode, and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get back to it. And the question is, what does this show you? This shows you that the way you think about everything in your life changes you and everything in your life. And I forget who made this quote, but it says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If you change the way you look at your body will change. If you change the way you look at your relationships, they change. When you change the way you look at your finances, everything, your happiness, your joy, your peace, all of these things. So it's not just the circumstances in our lives that make a difference, but what we think about the circumstance. It's like the story of these two sons. They both had an alcoholic father growing up, they're brothers, and one of the sons went on to become this successful business owner and entrepreneur, and the other son went on to become a homeless person who's an alcoholic. And they asked the successful son, hey, why didn't you become an alcoholic? And he says, because my father was an alcoholic. And they asked the homeless son, hey, why did you become an alcoholic? And he says, because my father was an alcoholic. Same circumstances. The difference is the reason why their lives were different was because of how they looked at those circumstances. And we have to start thinking about this. We have to ask ourselves, what are we thinking about? What do you think about when you think about your past? What are you thinking about your present? About your future? What are you thinking about your body, about your relationships, about the people around you, about your bank account, everything? Because the way you think about it actually changes the thing itself. No, you can't sit around and eat bad food all day and tell yourself you're rich and it's going to make you thin and rich. We know that, right? Yes, there needs to be correct actions taken and the work needs to be put in to change things. But what do you tell yourself? What you tell yourself, your mindset around what you're doing is the most or one of the most important things. So no, you're not going to eat bad food and tell yourself you're getting skinny. But what you will do is eat the healthy food and tell yourself you're enjoying eating it. You're enjoying the new food you're eating. You're loving what this food is going to do to your body, for your body. I'm enjoying that this food is making me healthy and making me live longer. And you will start to enjoy eating that healthy food because that's one of the biggest complaints about eating healthy, right? We hear it all the time. Maybe you feel the same way, that healthy food just ain't as good as regular food. You really, in reality, you're just so in love with the taste of the bad food that you won't allow yourself to be in love with the taste of the good food. If you hate the gym and you tell yourself, damn, I hate being here. Man, I don't feel like working out today. Damn, I hate my trainer. He always give me all this hard ass shit to do. I can't stand him. Working out sucks. Instead of saying all that, you tell yourself how much you love taking care of your body, how much you love yourself. Remind yourself of how each set matters. And you acknowledge the fact that, yes, this is hard, but I showed up for myself today. And what you do is you take those things that are going to help you make massive changes, the eating healthy, the taking care of your body, the consistency with working on growing your business, the making 100 phone calls in your sales job, the doing more than the bare minimum in damn near everything you do in life. You don't have to love doing all these things, but what you can love is the outcome that will come from these things. Again, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. We get what we're looking for. We have to start realizing the power of our beliefs. We have to start realizing the power of our beliefs because your beliefs change your words and your words change your world. What you speak, the things you say can and will speak in existence into your life. And don't say you can't. As cliche as they may be, because we've all heard it a million times, don't ever say I can't. It's really powerful to have that mindset. Not that you can't do something. Instead, we have to get the mental space or get to the mental space of I haven't been able to do it yet, or I will, or it hasn't happened yet, or I'm working on it, but it's going to happen. Your words have power. If you believe it, then that's what you're going to get. And that goes for everything. Just like with the placebo effect, if your mind can heal your body simply because you believe that you're taking medicine that's going to heal you, you can change things in your life using your words, telling yourself that you can, telling yourself that it's going to happen. Use your words to plant it inside your brain and turn it into a belief. And believe and believe and believe and believe. And the whole time you have this belief that, yes, I will create this business. Yes, I will take that next step in my career. Yes, I will make this deadline, whatever it may be. And if you have that belief and are putting in the action towards making that thing happen and stay consistent, don't you think that's going to be the thing that's going to put you over the top? I know it can. You have to use your mind to change your reality, and it all starts with the power of belief. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.